Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone rule well. The citation to the elect that pushes truth in all sincerity. The water Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video. In today's video, I want to talk about judgment, judgment, judgment. Many hurricanes. All right, so the Lord, okay, this is the time of judgment, okay? All right, we're in the time, okay, on earth, okay, where the Lord is pouring out great judgment. He's pouring out great destruction, okay? And he's continuing to magnify his name more and more, okay? All right, and it's just going to get much, much more disastrous, okay, for the planet Earth. All right, okay, all right, planet Earth, okay. And when I say the planet Earth, I'm talking about obviously for the wicked, okay. These are wicked, they're gonna be suffering. All right, bad times is coming, okay, to the earth, okay. All right, okay. Everything, okay, is going to be subject to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Everything is going to fear and feel the dread of the Lord, okay? Everything. The elect, the plants, the animals, okay? The stars, everything, okay? The earth itself, okay? The sun, the moon, everything is going to feel the dread, okay? All right, and everything is going to be purified through the Lord putting this great destruction, okay? But the wicked shall be cut off, all right? The wicked is going to be cut off, all right? Okay? They're going to be absolutely messed up, destroyed, okay? These other nations are going to be destroyed, okay? The wicked Israelites are going to be destroyed, okay? And they'll come back in the kingdom. Esau's going to be absolutely messed up. And then after 1,000 years of slavery, okay, of us putting all the nations in slavery, because the scriptures talk about that, okay? All right, the scriptures talk about, Revelation 13, all right, that he that leaveth in captivity shall go into captivity, okay? So the so-called white man, okay, and the other nations, they led the Israelites, okay, which is the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American today, okay? They all had a hand at our downfall, okay? All right, putting us all in captivity, so they're all going to slavery, okay? And Esau, okay, which is the biblical nationality of the white man, okay? All right, he's an Edomite, okay? He, all right, is obviously going to be in slavery with all the other nations, and after 1,000 years, he's going to be eradicated off the face of the earth. Okay, all right, so this destruction, okay, the Lord is bringing, okay, he's literally submitting every single entity that exists, okay, he's coming to bring destruction, but this destruction is, it's going to be purifying, okay, the fire that he's bringing is purifying, okay, all right, now the righteous, okay, they don't have to taste death, they don't have to taste this destructive fire, because they're tasting another fire. They're tasting spiritual fire, okay? The Lord putting hell on them so that they can get better, okay? Testing them, all right? Putting them in that furnace so they can get better, okay? So every single entity is going to be burned, whether it's spiritual burning or whether it's physical burning, okay? And every single entity is going to feel the wrath in terms of they're going to fear the Lord, okay, because when destruction comes, we're going to fear the Lord even more, okay? We're going to fear him even more, okay? When destruction comes, these people out here, they're going to bug the hell out, and they're going to fear, okay? And they're going to be scared of the Most High, okay? Because in those times, they're all going to know that it's the Most High doing this, okay? It's going to be so much things happening where they're like, yep, it's impossible for this to not be a force outside of the earth. Okay? All right? So the destruction is great and it's terrible, it's dreadful, but the Lord obviously is doing destruction because when destruction hits, all right, and the fire hits, it's going to be, he's basically doing a reset on the earth. He's doing a reset, okay? He's doing a reset, all right? And all the different vengeance that he needs to pay back, he's going to pay it to them, okay? To the wicked, to the evil, okay? All right? All of the wicked things that the wicked sown, they're gonna have to eat it. Okay, they're gonna have to get it back on their own head. Okay, so everything is gonna be judged accordingly. Okay, a lot of judgment needs to come out. A lot. Okay, so when judgment is set, when the Most High, okay, deems it right. Okay, all right, to obviously increase the judgment, increase putting things back in its natural way, okay, by recompensing tribulation, okay, all right, in all different manners of ways, okay, all right, then, so that's the case, so that's what he's going to do, okay, a lot of judgment needs to come out, a lot, okay, all right, okay. The Lord, he's been doing this for a long time. He's been keeping a lot of judgment back on purpose, okay? All right, making the people feel like they can do whatever they want. That's not the case, okay? All right? So now the Lord's going to start judging. He already has been judging, but he's going to keep judging more and more and more, okay? And he's using all different manners of destructive tactics to set out his judgment. And one of them is storms. Okay, all right. So let's watch a little bit of this video.
We're tracking Hurricane Sally just hours after it made landfall as a Category 2 hurricane. The wind here is a huge concern, but water is the biggest threat. Forecasters are warning of historic flooding. Video from Fort Walton Beach, Florida shows strong winds and flooding in the Panhandle. Now, strong winds took down a tree in Pensacola Beach. Look at this. And we just learned part of the 3-mile bridge in Pensacola is missing. Let's check back now with meteorologist Autumn Robertson. Autumn, this storm is going to be dumping a huge amount of rain as it continues to move north and east.
We're absolutely, and it's moving a little slowly. There has been a little bit of an uptick in the miles per hour there. It's now still moving at 5 miles per hour, but that's still relatively slow. Now, as it continues to track over land, it will get weaker, but it will still continue to dump rain throughout a lot of the southeast, and it's still dumping rain, especially throughout parts of Alabama and the western panhandle of Florida this afternoon. So now Category 1 storm. And you can see as we get throughout the rest of the week here, it will bring some significant rain to parts of eastern Alabama, also Georgia, also heading into the Carolinas. So there's some flood impacts that could occur as we get our flash flooding, at least as we get into Thursday and Friday, and then it will eventually move out into the Atlantic. The tropics, of course.
Yeah, so that's basically it. But basically talk about how they, little reporting on it, on the hurricane, but they said that's gonna be historic flooding, so like I said in previous videos, the Lord, he's gonna be breaking his records, okay? He's gonna be breaking his records of destruction, okay? It's gonna keep going like that, okay? He's gonna outdo himself in Egypt, okay? And it's just gonna continue. That's a trend, okay? Because like I was talking about earlier, a lot of judgment needs to go out. The Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, he's very mad, okay? So he needs to release his wrath, all right? Okay, he has a lot of wrath, okay, and now he's gonna release it, okay? He's gonna release it, and it's gonna be very, very terrible. But when he releases it, then now everything's gonna be back in its natural order. Everything's gonna be back, okay? All right, okay. He's when he releases his wrath, okay. He's gonna release it, all right, in the correct giving wrath to those that obviously deserve it, okay? there's a lot of judgment that needs to go out. And when everything is judged and set and right, okay, when everything is purified by that fire, when all wickedness is destroyed, okay, because that's what wickedness deserves, destruction, okay, when all the judgment is set, okay, and the Lord is pleased because he released his anger, okay, all right, and he judges everything because he wants to see righteousness. He's mad because there's no righteousness, okay, all right, okay, so he wants to judge, okay, he's going to judge harshly because it's needed, okay, and that harsh judgment is a lot of wrath in it, okay, but when everything is set in stone, then that's the kingdom of heaven, okay, because part of that judgment, he's mad that his righteous are not ruling, okay, all right, he's mad that the righteous are not ruling, okay, so when all the judgment comes out, when all the prophecies come out, when everything is said and done, then life will be perfect, okay, all right, so the Lord's beginning with his judgment. He's beginning, okay, and in these times, okay, the judgment is not pretty, okay, it's very terrifying, okay, all right, but we know, obviously, a lot of destruction that he's bringing, we obviously know that is, okay, simultaneously us, the righteous, receiving what you call righteous kingdom, okay, we're getting closer to the kingdom, okay.
It continues to be busy.
All right, now let's watch this video, a little bit of this. Basically, she's talking about how there's multiple, okay, systems forming in the Atlantic, okay, so the Lord flooded part of United States, Pensacola, if I'm pronouncing it right, okay, Pensacola, okay, in Florida, okay, and prayers going up to any of the elect that's out there, any of the brothers that are out there, any sisters out there, you know, okay. Now, the Lord, okay, he's also stirring up destruction in other parts, okay, of the Atlantic, okay. He has his other systems forming there too, okay, all right. So like I said, the Lord, he's just stirring up. He's just stirring up destruction. He's just stirring it up, okay? And now we see multiple systems, okay? All right? He's just going to continue, all right, to put devastation on the earth.
Hey there, everyone. I'm 13 News Now meteorologist Rochelle Peart with your afternoon update on the Atlantic tropics. It continues to be busy out there as we continue to watch multiple systems and the potential for multiple systems as well. Let's go ahead and jump right into things. We're looking at the full swath of the Atlantic tropics right here. We have Tropical Depression Vicky still out there. Hurricane Teddy, you can see that well-defined eye really coming into play right now. The remnants of Sally blowing over the eastern coast of the United States, and potential Wilfred in the western part of the Gulf of Mexico. So right now it is still the Atlantic hurricane peak season. It's not just that one day, September 10th. We're still a week away, or a week past that rather, and we are continuing to deal with multiple systems, multiple named system, and multiple invests out there as well. So peak tropical activity is more like 8 weeks, and we are right in the thick of it as we head into the middle part of October. So still about a month to go for this peak hurricane time frame, and you do see that 75% of tropical storms form during that time, 85% of Cat 1 and 2, and then over 95% of major hurricanes typically form during that time frame. So again, still in that peak hurricane season. Speaking of hurricanes, here's a look at Teddy. This is the 11 o'clock advisory, 610 miles east northeast of the Lesser Antilles. You can see some of those islands like Martinique, Dominica, heading down through St. Vincent, across that area, also well away from Puerto Rico, the British and the U.S. Virgin Islands as well. Those winds at 120 miles miles an hour. With that 11 a.m. advisory, that's when Hurricane Teddy was seen to be a Category 3 major hurricane, the second that we've seen so far this season. So Teddy is the second major hurricane of the 2020 Atlantic season. We did see Laura reach Category 4 strength, and the average date for the second major hurricane in the Atlantic is actually October 3rd. So right on par with 2020, we're seeing some of these storms forming ahead of that average time frame that we would typically expect. So tracking the tropical Atlantic, let's head over to the Gulf of Mexico right now. We have Invest 90L within the next 2 days, a 90% chance of development. Same story within the next 5 days, but we are expecting a tropical depression or a tropical storm to form from Invest 90L as we head into the next 24, maybe even 12 hours, less than that. So definitely expecting some tropical development there. Here's a look at Invest 90L on the tropical satellite. Not too much to look at, but we are continuing to watch it for that potential of becoming Wilfred. As mentioned, very, very warm water temperatures, so that system is thriving and it is just feeding off of those extremely warm waters in the western part of the Gulf of Mexico. Some wind shear, a little bit to the north, a little bit to the south. We're pretty much where the center of that storm is. It's not really encountering too much wind shear, but it is on the northern and southern boundaries, especially as you head a little bit farther up toward the north. You do see the southern point of Texas there, just to the right of my head. Here's a look at Invest 90L. This is the 2 o'clock advisory move. There's Invest 90L. We have more to talk about as we head into the far eastern Atlantic. This is Invest 98L, and toward the top of your screen, that's Invest 99L outlooks. But we could potentially see more tropical development with this in the shorter term, because as it moves a little bit farther out in time, things aren't looking quite as friendly for Invest 98L.
Here's another video. A little bit more recent update about the systems.
As well. Here's Tropical Depression 22. Yes, it is still a tropical depression. We're waiting for it to get that tropical storm status. Winds at 35 miles per hour as of 10 a.m. This will likely become a tropical storm later today. We're just probably waiting for the hurricane hunters to get out there and investigate it. Notice though, here's your center. There's not a whole lot going on the west side, a lot going on the northeast side, and that's what's causing our clouds and rain here in South Louisiana. And that's all because of a big old trough that's sitting over Texas that is pushing on this thing and pushing all the clouds this direction along with the moisture. That's going to stay there through today and early tomorrow. That trough will be moving out though, and as it does so, this thing is going to start to lose that northeast movement that it has today. So there it is, becoming a tropical storm, moves to the north, kind of northeast as we go into Saturday morning. Out a ridge of high pressure moves in and nothing's really steering this. Very slowly creeps in this direction. Now this part of the forecast still very uncertain because it's going to be moving so slow, but the general thinking is it moves towards Texas, really slows down, maybe even becomes a hurricane, and then look at this, they have it moving back to the north and then maybe the northeast as we go into Wednesday and Thursday just off the Texas coast. Now with all that being said, there's still a lot of uncertainty with this forecast. It's a very tricky forecast, and just going to have to watch it. Now one thing Texas really going to have to watch is how close this wants to get, because if it gets close enough, you're going to see some pretty high rain totals because it's moving so slow. Here back home though, it looks like our high a major Category 4 storm. It's heading towards Bermuda, should weaken some, but going to be close for them. There's some cooler waters up here, but they certainly are going to be watching that. And then that's going to head up to portions of Nova Scotia. You can see there up towards Canada as we go into Wednesday. We've also got newly formed tropical storm Wilfred. This is southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands, heading northwest. It is expected to kind of maintain its strength, not strengthen too much, and they have it weakening in the next 5 days. Long ways out, we can track that one. And then Alpha. This is Alpha, our first Greek storm. It is right off the Portugal coast. It's very rare to see this, by the way. Heading up through Spain. Of course, that's not going to be an issue for the United States, but it just goes to show you that things are crazy active.
All right, so we see that the storms, okay. Some activity down in Mexico, activity, all right, hitting Bermuda, hitting Spain, Portugal. Okay, so, the Lord, man, he's just stirring up things, okay? He's stirring up destruction, okay? And it's going to get worse, okay? Because these right here don't seem to be very, what you'll call, strong. But the Lord is still putting, what you'll call, mischief in those areas, okay? All right? The Lord is going to put much more stronger destructive. The Lord is going to put much more stronger and destructive storms, winds, okay? All right? All over the earth. Okay? It's Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Okay? So a sign, okay, of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, all right, of Yahweh Shai coming back, okay, is great, what you call destructive weather activity, okay, destructive weather, okay, all right, natural disaster, okay, all right, okay, many earthquakes has been going on, okay, we have the fires in the West Coast, okay, Oregon area, all right, we have all these different storms forming, okay, all right, okay, this is plain, okay, all right, you know, there's an earthquake recently, I'm not too sure where it was, but it was recently somewhere in the U.S., you know, all right, so destruction, man, the Lord talked about the different signs, okay, and we see the different signs, okay, all right, storms, fire, okay, earthquakes, all right. This is Luke 12 and 54. And he said also to the people, when he see a cloud raise out of the west straightway, he say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? Okay, so you understand, okay, it's about to rain, okay, oh, it's about to be hot today, this and that. You can discern the sky easily, but why can't you discern the times? Okay, all right, why can't you, how can you not understand and be able to discern when Yahweh Shai is to return? Okay, all right, because everyone keeps saying, oh, it's gonna take a next 1,000 years, like always all this extra. Okay, you understand? Okay, it's cloudy outside, it's gonna rain, and then it rains. So Yahweh Shem Shai told us the signs, so we see the signs. Okay, we see the signs. All right, and one of them is great destructive natural disasters. Okay, all right, so we know that Yahweh Shai is coming. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, all right. Matthew 16:2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, he say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. In the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and luring. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye not discern the signs of the times. You know? So you understand all these different signs of the sky of when it's going to rain, but you can't understand the signs of when the Lord's going to come back. You know? It's Proverbs 1:27. Let's go to 24. Because I have called and he refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay? So the Lord, he continues, okay, to whip the Israelites, all right? All right? He continues to do this, but they never ever want to be righteous, okay? They want to continue in their wickedness, okay? So when the Lord brings down the great hammer, okay, when he puts absolute fury, okay, and the biggest ass whipping ever, all right, then they're going to say, where are those prophet guys? Where are those prophet guys? We need the answers. The Lord's going to laugh at you, and you're not going to be able to find the Lord. You're not going to be able to repent, okay? You're not going to be able to talk to the prophets to understand, okay? All right? And the Lord's going to send destruction to all avenues, all right? Okay? Okay, when your fear cometh as desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, okay? All right? Lots of people will be dying, okay? Their destruction will be coming as a whirlwind, okay? All right? For example, Kobe, his death was like a whirlwind, and the helicopter was literally spinning. His death came as a whirlwind, okay? You know? So, Lord, he's going to be sending out whirlwinds, twisters, okay? These are different ways that the Lord can destroy, okay? All right? You know? And when the Lord puts destruction, it's supposed to be humbling us to where we're like, damn, we went off, the Lord's whip our ass, now we got to get back to him. But the thing is, you see, when destruction happens, Israel gets worse. Okay? He basically cleaves on to his wicked deities, his wicked gods, his wicked idols. Because, you know, quick example, and scriptures talk about that, I'm going to get that scripture, but quick example, when the COVID hit, you would think that Israel would say, oh shit, damn, oh no, it's time, oh the Most High, he's getting down, okay, I have to go watch more videos, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Nah, when destruction hit, Israel got more wicked. They're like, oh shit, I need to cleave on to Daddy Esau, I need to watch more of the news, more of what Esau's gonna tell me what to do. I need to cleave onto the desire of America, wanting America to be back. I need to get right with my Christian pastors again. I need to cleave more onto Christianity and loving everybody. I need to be more of a Muslim. I need to be a stronger Muslim. So they get worse. So let's get that scripture, man. Isaiah 1:5. Why shall ye be stricken anymore? So the Lord's like, why am I keep whipping you, beating you? Why am I continuing to make you suffer anymore? He will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Okay? All right? It says, ye will revolt more and more. So the Lord whips us and we get even worse. We revolt even more. You know? That guy's, damn. COVID hit. Oh man, I gotta get right with Muslim, get my Muslim shit. I have to get more dedicated to being a Muslim. I gotta get better so that I can be saved from this destruction. Oh, I need to get more and more, you know? Oh shit, destruction's coming. Oh, I need to get more wicked. I need to smoke more Newports. I need to do more wickedness. I gotta check off my bucket list before I die. I gotta do this adultery. I gotta take, you know? That's how niggas are. They get worse. They cleave more onto their wicked ways. Because they believe their wicked ways, you know, would save them. Because those things that they choose is their God. So when destruction comes, they go to their God. When destruction comes, they go to their God. And they get worse when destruction was supposed to be humbling your stupid ass. Okay? All right? It's supposed to be humbling you. The Lord puts destruction. You know, oh shit, damn! I gotta humble myself and get right with the Lord. But they don't know the Most High. They don't care to. They don't think about the prophets of what the things that we say. They just like, oh well, I don't believe what they say. I don't give a damn. But there's gonna be a time where the Lord's gonna be whipping their ass so much where they're gonna be like, okay, yep. Everything that these guys in drags was saying, yep, they're right. And it's not them being right. It's the fact that, yeah, these guys right here was the mouthpiece of the Most High. And now we can't talk to them. Now we can't have access to understanding the Lord's ways. The Lord's gonna beat them so bad where they realize, okay, this Muslim shit is not the way. It's whatever those men in the streets was talking about. Oh, I had to do this. I had to do this. Oh, okay. What's the name of the Lord? Is it like yeah, and then boom, destruction on that guy. So this will be a time the Most High, he's gonna give a good smack in the face, man, and then Israel's gonna be like, okay, yep. Yeah, I thought when destruction came, these gods that I was worshiping, I was supposed to cleave on to more. Nah, I was supposed to humble my ass and really listen to the true God, So, the Lord, okay. The Lord is not playing, he's serious, okay? Okay, he has all those different systems forming in the Atlantic, okay? All right, okay. And Lord, one of the signs of Yahushua coming back is great natural disasters, okay? And like I said, the Lord could continue to break his records of destruction, okay? All right? So I hope this lesson was edifying. All right, shalom.